today's video we're going to talk about how to start a candle business, and also how much it costs, how much it truly costs to start a candle business depending on what candles you'll be making. So let's get started. If you see me looking down, I'm just looking at the notes from my iPad to make sure I don't chit chat and stray. So first thing, candle supplies and the kit. I would say one, depending on two scenarios. One, if you've never made candles before and you're interested in making candles and starting a business, I would suggest you get a kit. Now, this kit isn't just something you buy off Amazon or just buying a candle kit from just any supply company. I would suggest you build your own kit. Why I say build your own kit is when you buy this kit is initially meant for you to test making candles. When you test making candles, you also test yourself to figure out, is it something you enjoy doing, is something that you really want to do, yes or no. This will let you know if you want to continue or if it's something you actually want to start with. Now, say you've never made a candle before. You buy a kit that's pre-made. It will give you an idea how to make candles, meaning how to melt the wax, how to add the fragrance oil, how to stir, how to pour, how to cure. You can buy a ready-made kit to practice on. Now, if you are someone who you make candles as a hobby and you've been using these pre-made kits before, but now you want to take it to the next level, making money off it, then you build your own kit. And when I say build your own kit, I mean you choose your wax. So say you're going to use soy wax, you're going to use a particular soy wax or a soy coconut wax or a paraffin wax or a parasoy wax, whatever you choose to use. I would suggest you buy the smallest amount a supplier sell of that wax. Get the recommended wick sample kit for that. And when I say the sample kit, I mean most companies will suggest you use a certain brand or a certain type of wick with a certain wax. I would recommend you buy the sample kit of that wick, because even though, say, for this jar, they recommend the Eco 8 wick based off the diameter of this jar, you might find out that when you're testing with the fragrance oil, the Eco 8 might be too small. You need to wick up, so you buy the Eco 10. What you don't want to do is buy a pack of 100 or 50 of one, a pack of 100 or 50 of another. Too expensive for testing. So I would suggest you get the sample kit for the wick. Now, also decide and make up your mind that you're going to go with a certain vessel, meaning your jar. Or you're going to use glass jars, or you're going to use tins. Whatever you're choosing to use for your candle company, test in that. That is what you'll buy the smallest amount of to test in. Now, unfortunately, some companies sell it in a minimum of 12. Some sell minimum of case of 24, some 36, which is unfortunate. The good thing is that you can test with just a few and keep the rest for when you open your candle business. So you have your wax, you have your wick sample kit, and you have your jar. I would suggest you test with those first. Always test your jar, your wax, and your wick without scent first. Once you've figured out what wick and your jar and your wax goes well together and work well together, pick 4 or 5 to give yourself variety of fragrance oil to start it with your line. You don't want to use 10 fragrance oil, because then it requires you to be testing 10 different candles. I would suggest start with 4 or 5 fragrance oil. Now, once you figure out your combination for your jar, wax, and your wick, start testing with your fragrance oil. Now, people, testing does take time. I will be completely honest with that. It took me 3 months to figure out my testing, because I did do a few things wrong and I didn't have a video like what I'm doing right now to help and guide me properly. When I watch a few videos on Instagram, on Instagram, so I started on Instagram, that led me to some YouTube profiles, some YouTube videos. When I watched some videos that led me on YouTube, I was told $500, a few $100, $200, and I was like, oh, wow, great, yes, I'll start. No, no. Now, the containers and your wax, depending on how much you're buying, and your wick might cost, and your fragrance oil might cost you $200 if you're buying maybe the 1 ounce bottles. If you're buying maybe 12 jars, start your business off. No, while the supplies might seem inexpensive, the shipping is a different story. And I think when people make these videos, they don't incorporate the cost of shipping, depending on where you're living, into these costs. Now, remember, think of it this way. You pick a supplier, you're going with that supplier. When you need to restock for your supplies, think about the shipping you're gonna pay, how quickly you need those. Now, starting off, I was using Candle Science only, no one else, just Candle Science. So my wax, my wick, my jar, my fragrance oil, all came from Candle Science. And I was like, adding things to my cart because I was like, ooh, cheap, add more, add more, add more. Ooh, cheap, add more. When I got to checkout, my shipping was $50-something. Reason being, Candle Science shipping is based off your cart total. So at the time, I will look at it and tell you right now. At the time, I paid $28 for shipping. I had to take some things out of my cart, so I only ended up with 2 cases of containers, 2 cases of lids, and they were like 12 pieces for the case. I did 5 fragrance oil in the 4 ounce bottles, and I did a case of wax, and my thing came up to almost $300. It was $289.93, and that was just for the launch, which is actually my pre-launch of my business. That was almost $300 just for those. Remember, that's not the end of it. You need to think about labels for your candle supplies. And when I say labels, I do mean, this one is burning, so let me try something different. Warning labels. Are you gonna buy those, or are you gonna make those yourself to put your own, your business name on it, your social medias on it, your labels for your jar? Are you gonna do glossy labels, or are you gonna do matte labels? The glossy are more expensive. All of that you have to incorporate in it. Now, printing for me, I don't know if you can see over here, I print at home. I do have a MacBook, I have an iPad, and I have a printer. So I figured, printing at home. Are you gonna print at home, or are you gonna print at, say, Staples or FedEx or somewhere, print shop? Are you gonna print online, or gonna buy labels online? All of those will be incorporated in it. That's not all. If you choose to go public, say you choose to have a social media, not on social media, a website. So you choose to have a website, you have to pay legal fees. You're gonna have to go LLC. Depending on what state you live in, it's a different price. For me, to get the certificate to register my business name was $180-something. So we're adding that $280 something, but the 180, that's almost what? I can't do math, sorry. That is almost $500 just to get things started. That was it. Just $500 right there off the bat. Then you gotta think about shipping. So tissue paper, the shipping boxes, and if you're carrying a range of products, so I do wax melts as well. I do tea light sample sets. So I had to get shipping materials to cover all 3. Now you're shipping, say you're shipping glass, breakable. UPS don't care about what's in the box. They toss your things. We all know this. Now you gotta get bubble wrap as well. I have business card. It wasn't a business card. It's more like, not sure if you can see it, but it's more of a thank you card that has a discount code for returning customers. Now, some people put care card for their candles in their packages. Things like that you have to incorporate in the cost of starting your business. So you don't only think about, oh, I'm gonna buy the wax, the container, the wick, the fragrance oil, I'm done. No. Packaging. can be expensive. Now, to help you out to make it a little bit cheaper, I will say UPS has free packaging on it. Now, it's a limited amount. Let me see if I can show you the amount I got. So for my wax melts, I did get these. Hold on. Mailers from UPS, and they're free, and I got 10. This is my newest one. I did get initially the first pack, and they sent 10 in each. And I also got, I think they're all over there, I can't get it, sorry, but I also got the range of boxes. They're all priority mail, because I only do ship priority mail. So they're all priority mail boxes, and these are free. So if you don't really care about branding your packaging, then yes, I suggest you get these from USPS, sorry, they are free. Now, after I used those, I also wanted to brand my business. I also wanted my name to be, my company to be on my packaging. So what I did do for local orders, I did do this. I'm not sure if you can even see it or if it's even focusing, but I did put a sticker. Now this is the same size sticker I use on my jars, the exact same sticker. So I didn't go out and buy new stickers. It's the same one that I use in my jars. So this, I just printed out 6 to 8 pages of this to put on my boxes. Now for my huge shipping boxes that are actually I'm shipping, currently I don't have branding on those. I am looking into branding for my boxes to get my own box with my branding on it. But again, that's another expense you have to incorporate in your business. Now, next topic with making your candle business. So you already got your supplies. Testing. I already touched on it a little bit. Testing without fragrance oil. One, it's key to make sure that because if you test a fragrance oil, you might be like, oh my God, the wax and the wick don't work together. It might. The problem might be the fragrance oil. So you want to test with your fragrance oil last. So you do your plain testing, no scented candle testing first. 1. 2, when you're testing, I recommend you not want to be the tester. Give your candles to family and friends and have them test for you as well. Do your first melt for your first, say 3-4 hours. It goes on a little bit, it dries. You make a note. What did you get? What wax is it? What wick is it? What fragrance oil? How is the cold throw? How is the hot throw? Give it to somebody else and be like, how do you rate this cold throw? Burn it for a few hours and tell me how do you rate the hot throw. Get all those notes together, and then that will tell you from everyone who gave you their feedback what you're selling and what you're putting out. And it will tell you, am I making this? Will this be part of my line, yes or no? Do that when you're testing. Never just test for yourself. And I will say, very important people, if you have it, this is an open space. Right now, this is my candle studio, my living room, and it's an open concept for my kitchen as well. I cannot test in here. The space is way too big for me to test in here. So my bathroom is quite smaller. I test in my bathroom. I would suggest testing in your bathroom. Once you've built up a certain melt pool, open the door and see if the scent will travel to other places. That will give you a very good test, and it's a good way to test. And I learned it from Jeff Stanley from Stanley Handcrafted. Next thing is deciding where to sell. Are you gonna sell on Etsy? Most people start off Etsy. Are you gonna do Etsy? Are you gonna do the farmer's market? Are you gonna do your own website? For me, I have my own Shopify website, and I also started Etsy 6 days ago to see if Etsy will bring me more sales. You have to figure out Etsy's fees. Don't just go and be like, oh, Etsy's 20 cents to list something. I'll list 10. It's just $2 or 20, whatever. I can't do math. It's just $2. Go ahead. No, don't do that. You need to research and see what the fees are for Etsy. marketplace. So you have so many people that's going to Etsy to get things. But Etsy's also saturated. The one point I will tell you, if you're going to go on Etsy, do free shipping. And I don't mean lose all your sales and your profit. You incorporate a standard shipping fee. So say $8. Say you're gonna sell a candle for $10, for example's sake. Put your candle for $18 and then offer free shipping. So you're getting the money for your candle, but they're also paying for the shipping in it. But people don't like to see, oh, $10 for a candle, $8 shipping. They'll be like, no. But if you do $18 and do free shipping, they will buy. Etsy also bump up vendors who have free shipping or who offer free shipping. Those will put you at the front of customers. If you have customers paying for shipping, unfortunately, it is harder to find your shop. Etsy bump you up, and they do tell you when you're making an Etsy account that if you offer free shipping, they'll put you at the top of vendor lists for your niche. So for candles, they'll put you at the top for candles. Pre-launch. Before you go ahead and put everything on Etsy and put everything on our Shopify or Wix or whatever you choose to make your website, your personal website on, do a pre-launch. And when I say pre-launch, I mean if you have a social media, which most people do, sell on social media. Have them buy through a DM, like DM me for XYZ. Do it for about a week or two to see how your sale would be like. The last thing you want is to open a website or an Etsy. I mean, it will happen, but it's not discouraging. It will happen. The last thing you want is to put your website up and you'll be like, yes, I have a website of this, and then no sales. Or you go on your Etsy and you make your jar look pretty, take nice pictures. You post on Etsy, a month, 2 pass, no sales. Do a pre-launch. I did a pre-launch for a month. And why I chose a month is that people burn a candle I sell them within that month. And if they really like my candle, when I launch my website, they'll go to my website to buy their second candle. Which I got an idea from a friend. He was like, do a pre-launch and sell. Decide you're gonna do 20 candles in total for your pre-launch. So you have 10 cents, you make 2 of each. You sell word of mouth and you sell on Instagram. Now, you get feedback, have them tell you, oh, it was great, it was strong, or it was too light, and you work from there to do your official launch. And I will say, to get off, not off topic, but a little bit off topic. Guys, starting a candle business sounds fun. It also takes time. It takes marketing, firstly. Marketing your products. What I did was, I was so successful in my pre-launch. I had people saying, where's the website? Come on, make the website. We want to buy more. I rushed mine. And I'm not good at photography. As you can see from the quality of my video, I'm not even good at videoing either. It's not me. I'm not a tech savvy person. So my first photos for my candle business, they were crap, people. They were crap. And at the time, I thought they looked fabulous. I was like, oh, yes, they look nice. They were crap. And people look at pictures. People are visual buyers. So if I was to put those pictures on Etsy and sell, people would scroll past and be like, psh, scroll, fake, scroll. Because my pictures were actual crap. I wasn't editing anything. I was just taking pictures in crappy ass lighting them, posting it, and I'm good, So it took me a while to actually launch everything properly, and I'll show you what I got to now. So I wish I didn't delete the pictures of what my first pictures were, so I could show you how crappy. I think I have a candle. Yes, hold on, I have a candle of it. Wait. I don't know if you can see clearly, but this, maybe there you go, I'm not sure. maybe. This is my first label, and I was like, I thought it looked so cute. I was like, oh my god, it looks so cute. No, it's not marketable at all. Now my labels look, well, like this. And I did change for the pink because, side note, my mom had breast cancer up until last month. She was cleared. And I started selling the candles, to be honest, to help to pay for treatments, because we were doing private doctor instead of public, because her cancer was spreading. Wanted to get things done quickly. So to help make money, I started selling my candles. So this is what my labels now look like. It has pink for breast cancer on it. And then for my website, this is what I have now for my pictures, for my candles. Like, well, this is for the winter collection, but this is what it typically looks like. Before, it was never like this. I would just put the candle up against literally my desk, take a picture and post it. Now I have to learn that for me to market my stuff, to get my candles in front of customers, for it to be visually appeasing, I had to learn to edit, to learn about lighting, to take pictures properly, all of that. So all of that is incorporated. What I'm trying to say is all of that is incorporated in your business. It's not just making candles and posting it to sell. You have to think about marketing your products, making your products marketable. Now, with those crappy labels I showed you before, my friends and families, they bought those. My strangers who are coming for the first time, you want to make it marketable. So we went over getting your kit, your supplies, make sure the kit you buy is what you're going to use for your line. 2, the expense of it. Not just the expense of buying the kit, but the legal side of it. And people, taxes. You have to get, if you're going to sell online, you need to get that certificate that will, let me show you what it's like. You have to get that certificate that tells you that you are registered to sell. This is it. I'm not sure if you can see clearly, but this is it. This is what that $180 was for. Register your business and get the certificate, which is a license for you to charge sales tax on your items online. Oh, and also pay your taxes. So we covered that. We covered buying your labels for your containers, your warning labels. And guys, when you're selling any product that burns, whether it's a wax melt, whether it's a container candle, you always need a warning label. So you can decide, are you gonna make your own warning label or are you gonna buy them from Amazon? You can get those from Amazon. I have both. I started off with buying from Amazon, and I think I still have a large roll of it somewhere. I bought the 1000. I bought, and I also made my own. And I was able to make my own after I made sales of the pre-sale launch. So the money from the pre-sale, the pre-launch, I used to buy the supplies for my launch. And then once I was selling off my launch, I used money from that to buy more labels to make my own. For your custom warning labels, if you choose to make custom warning labels, you have to put, unfortunately, you have to put the zip code at the bottom. So, guys, I'm using my phone to video this video because that camera is giving me trouble. So I'm not sure you can properly see, but you have to put the zip code of where the candle was made. So you put, mine says manufactured by Just Knit Candle Company, Jersey City, New Jersey 07306. That is my zip code. If you make your own warning label, you have to put, in compliance with the law, you have to put your zip code on the warning label. And that is it, guys. I don't think there's anything else I can talk about right now. If there's anything that I didn't go over that you want to know about, leave it in the comment, ask me in the comment, and I will respond down there. And if it's more details, I will also link my email address in the description box, and you can just email me and I'll answer your questions. Well, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'm not even sure why I made this video. I think I just wanted to help whoever wanted to start with the correct information. Guys, I hope you enjoyed my video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, please, and thank you for watching. Bye.